Hello, friends. This will be my most unusual issue. I didn't intend to make this video, it came about completely by accident. Here's a short background. This happened last summer at the beginning of June. One day I was on the veranda of our summer house and heard a quiet squeak, but did not attach any importance to it. Our house is located in the forest itself, so there are a lot of all kinds of living creatures around. So I'm already used to not being surprised by anything. The chirping became louder and louder every day, but I didn't have time to figure out where the sound was coming from. But one day I was walking near the veranda and saw a bird fly out from under my feet. It immediately became clear whose chirping I had been hearing for 2 weeks now. So she has a nest here somewhere. But where exactly? I started watching her, and this is what I noticed. In our house, there is about 6 inches of free space between the exterior and interior wall sheathing. The fallen twig left a hole that was perfect for entry. And although the entrance is located close to the ground, no predators will still get in here. In the morning hours, the sun's rays fell at such an angle that the chicks could be seen. I became curious and removed 3 boards from the inside of the veranda. And this is what I saw. It seems that they are still so small, but this first impression is deceiving. Look at their wingspan. They are still sitting in the nest and waiting for food from their parents, but they can already fly. And by the way, I will also show this. When I removed the boards, I saw something strange in the first minutes. Several chicks were sitting in the nest and one chick was sitting separately, huddled in the corner. I took him carefully in my hand and threw him to the others, but he himself refused to go into the nest. At first I thought that the other chicks were simply not letting him in, but that is not the case. After some time, he got tired of sitting alone and joined the others. The chicks have 2 parents. About every 10 minutes, one of them brings something edible for one of the chicks. The most popular food is the green caterpillar, but not only caterpillars become food. There may also be different insects. But they don't eat everything. As an experiment, I decided to feed them. I found the first caterpillar I came across and tried to give it to them. They immediately realized that it was inedible and refused to eat it. Therefore, the caterpillar left the nest of these small predators and remained unharmed. Another attempt was also unsuccessful, but the second caterpillar still failed to escape. She fell into the nest. And that's what one of the parents did to her. In this space inside the wall, a lot of moss, wool, tow, and something else had accumulated. I can only assume that the birds have been raising their chicks here for several years now. I just probably didn't notice it before. What surprised me most was their cleanliness. After the bird feeds the next chick, it does not fly away immediately. She watches the chicks for some more time to understand what else they need. For example, she takes the droppings from each chick and carries them outside the nest. This is how the nest is kept clean, and it's called coal tit. This is a small bird from the tit family. Sometimes strangers look into the bird's home. For example, this bird is called a European pied flycatcher. Most likely, she was looking for a place to make her nest. Not all birds have a maternal instinct that is stronger than fear. Now you will see an interesting comparison. At the moment when I was installing the camera, the bird flew up to feed the chicks, but when it saw me, it immediately left the nest. This is how coal tit behaves. Now watch how the other bird behaves. This is a chick of a field fair. By the way, it is even larger in size than an adult coal tit. There was a nest on our cedar from which he fell. I'm not good with birds, so I tried to put him back. It was completely useless. But look how the mother of her chick behaves. It seemed to me that she would attack me.
Кать, возьми палочку вот эту. Ей, дай мне палку вот эту. Иди не рыпайся, иди не рыпайся.
One morning I went out onto the veranda and saw an interesting performance. Two chicks flew quite briskly around the veranda. It turned out that they got out through the window I made, but they didn't understand where to fly next. The veranda door is closed. It would be possible to return back to the nest and fly out through the hole from the twig, but they can't figure it out. I looked inside the wall and saw that the rest of the chicks were no longer there. They all flew away. Only these two remained. The easiest thing for me would be to open the door and let them out. But I was afraid that if they flew out through the door, they would no longer find their way to their nest from the outside. Now I know that I was wrong, but I didn't know that at the time, so I decided to put them back in the nest and let them fly out whenever they want. And I even succeeded. But to do this, I still had to run after them. Well, at the end of this issue, you will see the most unique scene. I managed to catch the very moment when the last chick leaves its nest. You may say that this is nothing special, but I watched them for over a week, and for me, this is truly a very valuable shot. And by the way, after that, they never returned. It even became a little sad. This is a bit like our human life, only accelerated many times over. I hope you enjoyed this video. And if you want to cheer someone up, then share this video. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. This way, you will help in the development of my channel. Thank you for watching this video to the end. Sergio was with you. Until new issues.